Hey, Browns fans, Bears fans, and burnouts. This is your main man, J-Rex, here with my main man, B-Weird. What's going on, brother? How are you doing this evening?
I'm finally sitting down, relaxing outside. Just took some fat dabs and some pearls and sauce and
Pearls and
stuff.
sauce. Yeah.
Yeah, a couple different dabs.
Yeah.
So I'm doing very well right now.
Yeah, sounds like you're doing pretty fine.
It's been a long week though. My stepdad's mother passed away, so we had her
Sorry to hear that,
funeral
man.
yesterday. So yeah, I don't know, it's been a long week, but
My condolences to the B-Weird household.
we are here now, and we are here to bring you entertainment at
Yeah.
its
Yeah.
cheapest value. At its cheapest value.
Right. Yeah. Poor garbage entertainment, but it's okay.
No, just cheap. Not boring garbage.
Listen, sometimes cheap is good. Sometimes you want a cheeseburger.
That's fair. Can I have it on Tuesday?
What? You had a burger on Tuesday?
Actually, yeah, I did, but never mind. All right, let's start off here on some NBA news. So we were gonna have Cousin Peen, the assistant to the regional managers, on this week, and between the funeral, Jay's work schedule, Peen's work schedule, and all my shit, it was just hard to get all three of us at the same time. So I have Cousin Peen's notes here on the NBA and the Cubs, so we will go through some of those. And then we are going to do a part 2 to this episode, Gotta Give It Up. And that will be where Cousin Peen will be recording his piece on Sunday, his day off. And then we will put it into next week's episode as our NBA piece.
Yeah, we got that going for us.
Yeah, I like it. It's good practice for us when we have like guests on and stuff. Like we can.
Yeah. Says the man who's not gonna have to do the audio editing.
I mean, I do my part.
All right. So, do you want to get right into some NBA bullshit?
Yeah, let's do it. So
yeah, man, fucking crazy night last night.
Last two playing games are what, tonight and tomorrow?
Yeah, but last night's playing game was nuts.
Yeah. I heard LeBron had a triple-double, right?
Yeah, he had a triple-double, and then he took the winning shot right over the fucking head of Steph Curry and looked at him like, "What's up, bitch?"
So to literally quote Cousin Peen from yesterday's game, he sent me a message and he goes, "It's fucking crazy. LeBron has a triple-double, and it doesn't even look like he's done shit."
I know, right?
And I was like, "Hey,
he doesn't even look
LeBron."
Like
I was like, "LeBron being LeBron." Like, literally, that's what it is, though. It's like, I don't know, he just gets triple-double sometimes.
Dude, but that's who he is. And then also, like, think about it.
No,
like,
that's who Russell Westbrook is.
No, I know. Russell Westbrook doesn't have to try. Like, LeBron just sometimes literally lucks into a triple-double.
Yeah.
What I'm saying, though, about LeBron is the triple-double wasn't even the most impressive part of his game last night.
The winning
It was
shot.
the shot over Steph Curry's fucking head.
Yeah,
to win the game.
To watch the game, so
I watched the replay. I listen. I'm old and I cannot stay up till 12:30, 1 o'clock at night. I'm like falling asleep.
Yeah.
So I didn't watch that shit. No.
So now it's going to be Memphis, Golden State, and Washington and Indianapolis or Indiana, right? Yeah, Pacers.
Yeah, the Pacers.
Yeah.
You got the Pacers.
Memphis, Golden State. Who do you like?
Steph Curry on Golden State.
Sure is.
Yeah. He won MVP, right? They won a bunch of titles, right?
Yeah. Sure did.
Yeah. So I'm going to go with Steph Curry until his leg falls off. Even though LeBron kicked his ass last night, I think it's hilarious. But other than that.
Cousin Peen also sent me a message early on in the game and said that Steph was going off. So
yeah, well, Steph didn't go off apparently at the right time.
Yeah, I think Golden State probably takes that too. They just have the experience more than anything.
So, like, people in Cleveland were like offended saying they hated LeBron now and stuff. I'm like, why do you hate LeBron? He won you a title. Like, I know he's not part of Cleveland, but I still like am a LeBron fan. If the LA's not playing in Cleveland, because I'm not a Bulls fan like you are. If LA's not playing Cleveland, I cheer for LA. Like, I'm a LeBron fan. Like, I know you don't like him. I know how you feel. Blah 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 blah.
Hey, I'm
I was
not
at Cedar
saying
Point that
anything.
day. I was
I'm
at
just
Cedar
here
Point that
rolling
day.
my
I saw
eyes.
everything happen. I know the whole situation. I completely get what's going on. What I'm saying to you is that, like, I think LeBron is the greatest player of our generation, hands down. We can get into your Mount Rushmore and everything and that cliche later, but like currently of the players that
We would
we've
need
seen
a
in our
whole
generation.
episode for a Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, maybe we'll do that at some point in the dog
Yeah.
days of summer.
Yeah, we might do that coming soon.
Yeah, yeah. So, but like, I definitely think LeBron James is the greatest player of our generation.
Okay.
Not, and Kobe, I wouldn't even say is our generation. I wouldn't say like anything like that. I would say like our generation is like, because LeBron is our age. You know what I mean?
So what I think you're trying to say is LeBron is the best player of the 2010s.
Right.
Kobe is the best player of the 2000s. And
Right.
MJ is
MJ
probably
is
the best
90s.
player of the 90s, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And then, like,
Yeah,
you can talk about
pretty
Magic and
standard.
Larry in the 80s, all day. So, all right, moving on to the next.
Wizards, Pacers. So
all right.
Cousin Peen says the Wizards will win if Bradley Beal plays. If not, he believes the Pacers are way too hot after destroying Charlotte.
Charlotte was soft.
Yeah,
Their star player is a ball, right?
Yep.
He's soft. Balls are soft.
I don't disagree. Sorry, dog's coming. He wants to go out.
Attention, everyone! Be aware it is letting his dog use the restroom.
One of the perks of sitting outside.
Right. So,
all
right.
Yeah, I honestly I like the Wizards here as long as Beal plays.
I don't think Beal needs to play. Russell Westbrook is on that team. Russell could put that team on his back and still beat the Pacers.
He could. He absolutely could. Actually,
he could.
I'll be bold enough to take them then.
I'm going to take the Wizards, man. Yeah. Shout out to the Adam Gravitz Sports Show. I'm taking the Wizards.
Yeah, there you go. Have a chill pill and relax. Be happy.
Yeah. I'm taking the Wizards. All right.
Heat Bucks. So Cousin Peen, this is I think his favorite series in the East. He's got Bucks going in 7. The Heat were a different team when they were in the bubble, like kind of like an AAU team, like when they get real hot playing in one spot, and then when they go somewhere else, they're not as good.
Right.
And I think he's spot on saying that about the Heat last year and everything. They were a totally different team in the bubble.
Tyler Hero has not been the same player outside of the bubble.
No.
Nope. He was a stud in the bubble. They didn't have distractions. Now that he has all of his social media and all these bitches, he's not playing well. Think about that.
Yeah.
That's like he's getting all these girls and he's not playing well because he's getting a lot of ladies, I'm sure. In Miami, you're a pro NBA player. You went to the finals. You're probably a hot shit, man. Good for you, bro. Get it in. But focus on basketball too. That's all I got to say about that.
Interesting take. I kind of like it though, to be honest.
Yeah, you gotta keep perspective. I think that's why LBJ has always been with the same gal. You ain't got to worry about it.
I don't know. I like the Bucks either way.
Me too.
And probably in 6 even. I will be back in less than 10 seconds if you want to dive into the Mavs Clippers.
Yeah,
I mean, the dog in now.
I think it really depends on what happens with how the Mavs show up. I mean, the Clippers are a really dominant team, and I think what the hell is the European? What's the European kid's name who plays for the Mavs? I'm stonering out.
Luka Doncic.
Luka Doncic. Thank you. I could not think of it for the life of me.
And Porzingis.
Yeah, I mean, what I was saying is, I think if Luka, what I was getting at is like the Clippers are very dominant, and I think if Luka doesn't show up and like isn't a superstar in the series, they're gonna probably go like 4-1 or like 2-4, something like that. You know what I mean? They're not gonna put it's gonna be it's gonna be rough.
So you're taking the Clippers either way?
I mean, yeah, I think the Clippers are gonna. I mean, I know Cousin Peen thinks the Mavs are gonna upset. I just don't think Kawhi Leonard is gonna let Luka Doncic knock him out in the first round. I'm sorry.
Is it really an upset though? Aren't
That's what
they?
it's saying. It is. Luka and their guards are hot. The Mavs are the most underrated team in the playoffs.
They
That's what
are.
Cousin Peen is saying.
I completely agree.
Yeah, but I just think Kawhi Leonard is Kawhi Leonard, man.
No, I don't disagree with that either, though. I
What's the
love
saying? What's the
Kawhi.
saying on the show? What's the saying on the show? To be the king, you have to do what?
They beat the King.
You got to beat the king, kill the king, beat the king, whatever you want to say, right?
He
So
has.
Luka Doncic ain't one shit.
You know who has killed the King?
Who?
Kawhi Leonard.
Kawhi Leonard's killed the king multiple times.
Yep.
Kawhi Leonard's beat down fucking KD in the finals. They whooped that whole team's ass. So and they beat LeBron in the
and
finals.
LeBron.
Yeah, the Spurs beat LeBron in the finals too, his last year in Miami.
And he won MVP of that. Of both of those series.
That's what I'm saying, though. Who's Kawhi, the best player? So here, let me ask Cousin Peen this question.
I'm very high on the Clippers, so yeah, give Cousin Peen some questions here for his Sunday.
Yeah, here's my question to you, Cousin Peen, if you're listening, which I know you
will. Absolutely.
My question to you is: if Kawhi Leonard is hands down the best player on the court, and arguably Paul George is the second best player on the court, and they have a coach who's won championships in my main man Ty Lue, who I think is a phenomenal head coach, especially with superstar players.
Only with
how are you going to take what?
I said only with superstar
players, right? Yeah, but he knows how to get the best out of his team.
Yeah, they just step right over him. Shout out to AI. What up?
I forgot that he fucking ball tapped fucking Ty Lue.
Just walked over him.
Yeah, he fucking nut tapped him.
I just walked over him. What are you talking about?
It's the same thing, man.
All
right, man. Whatever you're going to say. But I just think, listen, I just don't I think Paul George and Kawhi Leonard are the best two players in the court, regardless of who's on the Mavs. And I just don't see it happening. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, I'll take the Clippers probably in 7 in this series, I think.
Yeah.
I'm very high on the Clippers as well. That said, though, I'm also very high on Luka, and the Mavs are very underrated. I think they will push the Clippers to the limit. They might get lucky and make it a 5-game series.
That's what I think.
That might happen as well. I can see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yep.
Celtics and Nets. Got the Nets winning in 6. The Nets will play LA in the championship, he says.
Nets will sweep them.
You think the Nets will sweep the Celtics?
Yeah, they'll sweep them. Maybe Jason Tatum gets one game. He
I
scores 50 again.
I think the Celtics somehow figure out how to steal one game.
Yeah, that's a possibility. Or they're going to get swept.
Yeah, one or the other. Either way. I am in agreement there.
And he says that the Nets will play LA, the Lakers, in the championship, and I do agree about that. It's like the 2 team of destinies.
Maybe. We'll see. I don't know.
The Western Conference Finals, I think it's going to be the Clippers versus the Lakers.
Yeah, I do too. I do think it's going to go the Clippers this year.
Is that a Subway series?
I mean, I guess there's no subways in Los Angeles.
Yeah, but it's the same thing with the Mets and the Yankees.
Yeah, they play. Well, I mean, they play. It's more like the Jets and the Giants because they play in the same stadium.
Yeah, that's true. What a conflict of interest.
Right? Yeah, right. Or double the merchandise and all that and everything, you know.
Yeah, but you're not like think about it if you're like a Clippers or a Lakers owner, you're not getting 100% of
Oh
all the
yeah, you're getting
concessions.
50% of the revenue either way.
Yeah, it
And
sucks
seats and
balls.
all
But
that.
you're playing the whole series in the
Right.
stadium. So
Yeah.
I don't know, it's weird.
I
It's just
guess either
weird.
way it probably pays out
It's
slightly
weird.
less, but whatever.
Yeah, but the Jets and the Giants aren't in the AF. They're in the AFC and the NFC. They would never play
Right.
each other in like the AFC title game or anything like that.
Right.
They could play each other in the
But
Super Bowl, which would be
neither would the
disgusting.
Yankees and Mets.
Right, but they have played each other in the World Series before, which it was gross.
Yeah.
It still is gross. It's very gross.
Yeah.
All right, enough about our ramblings about disgustingness of New York.
Either way, though, we got Brooklyn winning in what, 5?
5, 6, maybe. I don't think 6, 4, 5.
4 or 5. 4 or 5.
Yeah. All right. Next matchup.
Blazers Nuggets.
Yeah.
I completely agree with Cousin Peen that Dame is real hot, but he got them beating the Nuggets and Jokic in 5 games.
This series is going to go 7, and I give it to the Blazers because Dame is probably going to be unstoppable in Game 7 and make a last-second shot to win the game, probably some shit like that.
I think it will be Blazers in 6. But
no, I think the Nuggets are going to surprise you and push the limits of the Blazers, even without Jamal Murray.
I don't know. I think will the 6th game be in Denver?
I think it will be.
Yeah, I can definitely see Dame spoiling that and just sending.
I don't know.
Shit
We'll
home.
see.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, Dame is like the most underrated player.
I fucking love Dame.
I know. All right, Hawks and the Knicks.
Hawks and the Knicks. So, yeah, shout out here, Cousin Peen, even though I'm reading your notes. But, yeah, shout out to you. The Knicks have only gotten hotter since he hyped up Julius Randle before the All-Star break. That's absolutely true.
It is true.
He says they're very scary, but not enough depth to move past this round or the round after. But they will beat the Hawks. I do agree with that completely.
I do too.
But that for the Knicks, that's fucking like the Browns this year.
Yeah, I know.
You know?
The Knicks and the Browns are both good this year. It's weird. I will say this: how stupid does New Orleans look for letting Julius Randle go?
Right.
They could have had Zion Williamson and Julius Randle.
Yeah.
Chew on that.
Wow. Shit's weak.
Shit's weak.
Shit's weak.
All right. Fucking Dave Griffin. You fucked up, Griff. Sorry, bud.
So yeah, Final Four, Mavs, Lakers, Bucks, Nets. So I think the only place that we disagree is Clippers, Lakers, Bucks, Nets.
Right.
Yeah, we'll go from there down the road.
Pretty much.
I'll give a finals prediction. I do think it'll be Clippers, Nets, and then the Nets will win.
I think Lakers, Nets, and the Lakers will win.
All right. So yeah, you're taking Lakers all the way. I'm taking the Nets all the way.
Does LeBron James play for the Lakers?
He does, and I don't give a shit. We will see.
I'll bet on. I'm going to bet on LeBron James.
You know who's
won
more game-winning shots than LeBron James in the finals?
Who?
A combination of Kyrie and Kevin Durant. Guess who they'd be playing? Them with James Harden. Get the fuck out of here.
I don't know. I mean, listen, it's Kyrie Irving's. We got to see what happens.
That is like the most insane team to me. Even before they
had
Harden,
but they still, you know who KD's getting guarded by though. The only person who could probably stop him. The only 2 people who could probably guard him can guard him for the Lakers.
That's fine.
And even for the Clippers.
Nobody can guard Harden.
I think Paul George could probably guard Harden, and so could LeBron. And AD could definitely guard the shit out of Durant. He's a bad matchup for Durant, actually, because he's bigger and he's stronger and he's just as tall.
I don't know. I'm excited if it comes down to that. I will be excited.
I listen, dude. I fucking love Anthony Davis, and I'm not saying this because I'm a LeBron homer. I actually legitimately liked Anthony Davis before all this shit went down and he went there.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
So
I'm digging on the Lakers right now. That's
so
where my head's at.
that's fair. So some background for me. I was a Warriors fan
Uh,
before Durant
uh,
went there, and I was also a Durant fan before he went there. So now that he's not there, and my boy Kyrie is in Brooklyn as well, I don't know. I'm
you're
cool with
going for the
Brooklyn
Nets right
anymore.
now? Is that where you're leaning?
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
So
I've
you're
been
going net.
leaning on them. I picked them not this last off season, but
Mhm.
two off seasons ago
Right.
before when Durant was injured. I said the year that Durant comes back and he's healthy, they're gonna win the finals. That's this
Can I
year.
say something though, real quick here?
Yep.
You know, what would be much better than Lakers and the Nets being good right now.
Huh.
The Cavs and the fucking Bulls. This is
Oh,
bullshit.
absolutely, absolutely. No fucking question
I
about it.
shouldn't have to like be interested in the Lakers. God damn it, Cleveland.
Right,
I don't even like the Bulls and they stink.
right.
I actually hate the Bulls, but that's besides the point.
That's ridiculous.
I mean, I don't hate them. I just don't like them.
Yeah, that's fair.
You don't like the Cavs
My
either.
my
So
dad and my grandparents, my two grandfathers were
right.
at the game where Jordan hit the shot over Elo.
Shut up.
Yeah, they had to
Shut
run.
up.
They ran the fuck out of there.
It would probably went nuts. Was this in Richmond? Richmond Coliseum?
Yeah, it was here, Cleveland.
Yeah, it was in
Yeah.
the Coliseum, and they all ran the fuck out
It
of
was
there.
my dad and
Place
my
is gonna
grandfather are
riot,
Bulls
dude.
fans. Yeah,
Yeah, the place is gonna
so
fucking riot.
yeah, they were like the only two Bulls fans sitting there.
Yeah, dude.
So,
Michael Jordan tortured the Cavs for
oh my
years.
god, yeah. We can get Cousin Peen on a little MJ rant for a minute there.
I
There we
don't want to
go.
hear an MJ rant. I have nothing but mad respect for Michael Jordan.
Yeah, I know. We don't need an MJ rant.
Yeah,
Everybody
I
knows
you know
MJ's the
how
GOAT.
you know that I actually like
We
Michael
will
Jordan as a
we
player. I
will
just don't
we
like
will
how he
save the MJ rants for our Mount Rushmore episode.
Okay. All right.
Um,
Moving on.
let's dive into some baseball.
Okay. You want to start with the Indians?
Sure.
All
Yeah.
right. So I've been watching the Indians a lot. We have the MLB package, and I keep up with the Indians because I'm a loser and I have nothing else to do with my
Well,
life.
first, yeah, or
Yeah.
shout out.
Well,
Corey
this is
Kluber.
Indians, kind of sort of
Yeah.
Indians. So former Indians pitcher and Cy Young winner Corey Kluber threw his first no hitter for the shitty Yanks last night. It's been six.
Yankees.
It's been 6 no hitters this season, 2 in back-to-back nights. There's been they're on pace to have a record year for no hitters. First off, shout outs to Corey Kluber because he finally got that last piece and he'll go into the Hall of Fame as an Indian, so that's cool.
Yeah,
Second off, what's up with the no hitter thing though? You think that's weird?
kind of, but I mean, there's also been more home runs some years, and they always try to make it something every fucking year. I don't know.
I know,
I don't pay attention.
but that's how
to
baseball
that.
people are. They're all about their statistics.
Yeah, but that's the thing about statistics from that wide of a pool of data. They're gonna be fucking wide and vast. I don't know. They're not always gonna be the same. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. So with that being said, even though the Indians have gotten no-no'd twice this season, they're looking not bad. They don't look bad. They're a B-plus team. They just took 2 or 3 from the Angels. Shio, or whatever that guy's name, the Japanese dude has the most home runs in the major league and is a pitcher as well. They kicked his ass yesterday. They beat him 2-3. I mean, the Indians look pretty good. They really need to just kind of stay on pace with the White Sox right now. It's all about that All-Star break push. You know what I'm talking about? So as long as they're like a game or 2, 3 games within, 4 games within the White Sox, you can make a push come July, August to get it. So, I mean, we'll see. I think Shane Bieber is going to win the Cy Young again this season. We'll see how it goes. Also, Class A and Karinchak are the best 1-2 punch and relief pitching in the AL. They're fucking lights out, the two of them, Karinchak and Class A. Lights out. So did you see either one of them when you went to the game?
Karen check, yeah, I think.
Yeah. How did he play? How did he pitch?
He was good. I mean, he was one
Yeah,
of the
he's good.
few bright spots I remember of the game.
Yeah, they lost, right? Yeah, because you were there. That's why they
Yeah,
lost.
it is.
Yeah,
It is
yeah,
because I was there.
yeah. So yeah, I mean, I think they could definitely make a run this season if they can stay, within the White Sox come the All-Star break. I think this team has a real potential. How far they go in the playoffs, I don't know. I mean, we'll have to see how this shit goes. Terry's pretty brilliant at managing the team, so we'll have to see. In other news related to the Indians, Lindor is like batting like 185.
Yeah, Mets are not hitting well with runners in scoring position. They're
They paid
hitting
$300 million for 185.
I forget what the Mets are hitting with runners in scoring position, but it's real bad, like real bad.
Really bad. Really, really,
I
really bad.
I don't think that the Indians can make a run. I've seen them play live now, and I just don't see it. Like
I
I
think you
don't
just
know.
got a bad day. You think because I watch? Did you watch every game?
No, but
Yeah, I watch them almost every. I watch them a lot of nights, man. They're not. They're a very like B plus team. They're not good. They're not great. They're good. They're like
the
okay. They're
energy
like
just isn't there to me.
not, dude. You just got to give them time. They'll get there.
I don't
They're
know. We'll
young.
see.
All right.
We'll
So
see.
let's get some Cub notes
All
from
right,
our
so
Cubs
Cousin
reporter.
Peen, we got his notes here on the Cubs, and then he will
Okay.
dive into a little bit more of them on Sunday.
All right.
So he thinks the Cubs are ending the first quarter of the season above 500. Their hitting is inconsistent. Players going random hitting slumps. Um, their non-core starting pitchers are stepping up. Elzole and Davies. Um, Jack Peterson needs to play ball. Awful fantasy player. Yeah, Cousin Peen does fantasy baseball. I can never do
Let's
fantasy
never
baseball
do
good.
fantasy baseball.
Like
That's a full time
it's a
job.
full time job. Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Shout out to our fantasy league. Be Weird finally got the fucking trophy,
I did. I finally got the trophy.
and it was
Shout
cracked.
out. Yeah, and it was cracked. It was. Yes, it was.
Yeah,
I have to
yeah.
still Gorilla Glue it. I have it all though.
Jay Willie stepped in there and got the shit out. So shout out to Jay Willie.
Yeah, shout out.
All right.
Nico Horner and Matt Duffy need to be breakout players. Have no issue with coaching. Ross is doing as much as he can. They're fun, scary to watch when playing interleague games because of the DH spot. We'll let him dive into more of his notes on Sunday on the Cubs.
They need to get rid of hitting in the NL. It's ridiculous.
No, it's not. I love it. We can debate that for a minute. Let's go.
I'm a huge fan of the DH. I think pitchers should pitch and hitters should hit, and that's just kind of how I feel about it.
I'm a huge fan of the DH in the American League as well.
Yeah. Well, I don't like it in the NL. It's boring. You take away. It changes the competitiveness of the other league
It changes the dynamic of the game.
unnecessarily.
It changes the strategy.
But the only time it comes into play is interleague player in the World Series, and there aren't that many interleague play games. And the World Series is, I don't know.
So for
I'm not.
every National League game, it's how it is. Just
And then the
as it
pitchers
is.
don't have to be as good in the National League. I don't know, man.
I don't know.
I like
I
the
agree
DH. I
with
think
that.
there should be a universal DH. Baseball should evolve.
I think that, like I said to you and Skip a couple weeks ago, baseball has changed all of the wrong things too late, or something like
Dude,
that,
let me say
right?
this. Baseball is a dinosaur.
They've changed
It
all the
is.
wrong things too late.
Yeah. It's a dinosaur, man. People are losing interest.
Yeah,
NBA and the NFL are dominating right now.
absolutely.
All right. What you got for
I
us?
wanna, Cousin P, and I want to hear your thoughts on the DH spot as well, and your thoughts on if it should just be an all interleague or all league thing or not. So my
All right.
concert of the week this week,
Yeah.
dive into
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
We got Marvin Gaye live in Amsterdam, 1976. It's a great set list, including "Let's Get It On," "What's Going On," "Ain't No Mountain High Enough." That's like only half the hits that are on there. It's literally like his greatest hits as a concert. Um, yeah, it's really good. Expanding my range. Feel free to send me suggestions. Anybody, I would appreciate it.
Man, Marvin Gaye in Amsterdam. I can only imagine 1976. I can only imagine what that concert was like.
It was probably full of ecstasy, weed.
Well, they didn't have ecstasy
Oh
back then.
yeah,
It was probably like
whatever.
Quaaludes or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
Um, Interesting. Have you ever? You've
Yeah,
never been to Amsterdam? Yeah. Have you ever
I
left the
have not.
country?
I
Yeah,
mean,
you've left the country.
Canada and Mexico. Yeah,
Yeah, that's leaving the
only
country.
the borders homes.
Yeah, Amsterdam's a cool place. I was there for the Cannabis Cup 10 years ago.
Yeah, that'd be fucking
So
sick.
it was sick.
Yeah,
It was real sick. It's one of the best weeks of my life. A couple of days of my life.
damn.
It was
You got
awesome.
it.
I
You got a
saw Wu
good
Tang Clan perform
for
with Snoop
real.
Dogg. Yeah. Well, it
What?
was like RZA, Ghostface Killer, Nor, and then Snoop came on, and they passed around to like a 5 foot like long joint, and like it
Word.
was like huge. It was like gigantic,
That's
and like
awesome.
it was like a trumpet. People had to hold it with like two hands, like a trombone. It was
That's
crazy.
awesome.
It was crazy, and then like it was just nuts. It was like one of the best concerts I've ever seen.
That's awesome. That's a
And they let
great
everyone.
segue, huh?
Yeah. No, I was just saying it was dope. He did gin
Yeah.
and juice. It was dope.
Oh yeah, that's a great segue from our music segment to our weed segment here.
Yeah, absolutely. So my strain of the week. I'm gonna give everyone a cartridge this week. A little vape cartridge. It's a spicy tasting Blue Dream cart by Sutera. As I said, it's a little spicy. It's got a nice little combo high there. You know, kind of nice little decent middle of the road high. I like it for when I'm playing golf and stuff like that. It's real tasty. I never had a spicy cart before. Kind of like the spicy taste there. Um, but I mean, I dig it a lot, and yeah, it's pretty good. So yeah, I that's my strain of the week right there.
Oh man, I
So why don't
missed the
you?
entire thing. Jesus
It's all
Christ.
right.
I'm
It's all right.
sorry.
It's all right. It's
Dog
all
is
right.
dog is crazy. Now he wants to come back out here. Yep, there
Man,
it
just
is. What are you doing?
dog is nuts. Animals
He's
have minds of
crazy.
their own, man. All right.
Um, so I got this honey though
Yeah.
from Butterfly Effect. It's like a 4-ounce jar,
Yeah.
and dude, it's really good. Like in the
Yeah.
morning with
Put you
like
on your
my like
ass.
bowl of oatmeal, I take
Yeah.
like the little like not like a full like thick scoop, but like a half full scoop,
Yeah.
like
Right.
over but like curved,
Right.
I don't know. And I like mix it all in and everything, and oh man, it gets me really fucked up for like a couple hours. I mean, I'm not really fucked up, but like it's helpful.
Makes your body nice and relaxed.
Yeah, for at least a couple hours, like
Sounds good
five,
to me,
four or
man. I wish
five
they had
hours.
fucking special honey down here. What the fuck is that shit
I'm
about?
sure they do.
They
That's
don't, man. I
crazy.
looked for that shit. They don't fucking have that.
It's really good too, man.
Damn
Like
it.
it really is.
I'm jealous. I'm
Yeah,
jealous. You want
it's
to rub it on my face some
delicious.
more, you son of a bitch?
Sorry,
All
you
right.
can get the hash. I can't get that.
I can, and I can get cheap keef. I paid $10 a
Yeah,
gram for keef, which you
of
cannot get.
of one of my favorite strains.
Oregon Noble,
Yeah,
which you can't get. So
exactly. So tonight I picked up this bud called Catfish. It's through Clutch, which is
yeah,
obviously my favorite up here.
brand. Yeah.
But it's called Josh D. I don't know what kind of special thing that is, but I didn't realize when I bought this it was 27% THC.
Yeah.
I just smoked some and I'm pretty stoned. It's good.
It's good, man. It's good shit.
Yeah.
All right, so
Nice to
our
tease up in
survey.
a week. We're gonna do it another week.
Yeah, so tell everyone what happened with the survey.
All right, so we only got 4 votes,
What the
but
fuck?
2 of them were for joint and blunt. One of them was for a flower vaporizer, and one of my other weirdos picked a bong. So thank you for that.
But no one picked your preferred thing.
Well, yeah, I guess, yeah, my pipe.
No one picked a
Nobody picked
pipe.
pipe, but I want to see what we do when we post it on yours, if we get a lot more responses or not, because I don't really have a big Twitter following. So
We'll see how my mediocre Twitter following does.
right, yeah, we'll step it up from not a lot to mediocre and see how it does. So I'll let you dive into this next thing right here real quick.
Yeah, so the Ryder Cup, the U.S. team captain Steve Stricker wants Tiger Woods to be a part of the team. They're playing the PGA Championship right now. It would be good to see Tiger get involved in some capacity. I hope Tiger's doing well. It sounds like he was driving like a lunatic when he got in that car accident to begin with, but
It
shit
sounds
happens.
like he's healing up pretty good.
Yeah. I hope he can golf. I hope he's okay. He broke both of his feet. It's
What do
pretty
you
fucked
think
up.
about him being his assistant?
I mean, it's cool. I dig it. I mean, it's good to get Tiger involved. They're playing the PGA Championship right now. I think Phil was like in the hunt. That old man right there.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we'll have to see how that goes. But, do you have a favorite golfer right now? Do you even know a golfer's name?
I mean, I know some names, yeah, but like I don't know.
Like who? Who do you know?
I don't know. Don't put me on the spot like that.
Like Rory McIlroy,
Tiger Woods,
Jordan Spieth.
Jordan Spieth. Yeah, I know that name.
Yeah. Okay.
I know a couple other names.
What about Brooks Koepka?
No. Okay. Phil, obviously, I know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Not once I move down there, I'll get into it. All right.
All right. Well, you better come out and play with me.
We got to go to that big range though, by where you used to live. That place looks fucking sick.
Yeah, we'll go put some balls out there.
Right, I'm down.
You gotta have Papa Rex teach you how to play.
Yeah. I don't know.
You have to have him. He wrote a book and everything on it. You should read his book.
I would read his book. I didn't even know he
wrote
one.
I'll have him email it to you.
Okay. Is it like an actual book, or is it just like J Rex Pops Ford Popford handbook? Yeah.
He typed it up in Word, but it's he wrote it like a book. I don't know.
All right. I'll check it out. Oh yeah. I love your dad. He's a weirdo like me.
Yeah, he is a weirdo. All right, so enough about golf. I don't give a shit about that.
Yeah, I almost fell asleep, to be honest.
Right? To be honest, me too. All right, so Joe Burrow is on track to play week 1. Tell me what his offensive line looks like.
Right. That's good. I hope he comes back. I hope that, he does not get injured.
They're throwing him to the Wolves.
But yeah, they are. They're throwing him to the Wolves after a real bad injury. They didn't go out and get him help. They got him his receiver that he knows, but
they have the dancing bear Penei Sewell sitting right there staring him in the face. How do you not take him in the AFC North?
Yeah, I don't know.
They want the flashy pick over substance.
Yep. They paired him back up with his wide receiver.
Stupid. All right. Matt Ryan says he doesn't know what the Falcons' offense would look like without Julio Jones.
What do you make of that? You think they're still going to trade him?
Probably not. You're going to trade your Hall of Fame player. You're probably one of your best players in the history of the franchise who's only been on your team. They're trying to make a run with their current team. Why are you going to get rid of your one of your best weapons?
They did. They took Pitts and everything.
So they clearly think that they have a good team that they want to move forward.
I think they're gonna they're gonna try another year or two.
Yeah. I think they that they have a 2-year window with Matt Ryan still.
I don't know why they think that, but
He's terrible. They have not
no,
been the same team.
they haven't been the same thing since that second half of the Super Bowl.
Yeah, they haven't. They have never been the same team
Nope.
since that point.
That point was it. That was it
Yep.
for them.
Yep.
It's sad.
You got the yips.
It's
You got
sad.
the yips after that.
Yep.
Yeah.
The whole franchise got it.
Got the yips.
They got cursed. They got cursed by Tom Brady and Bill Belichick. Or
Tom Brady just pissed curse all over them.
Sure did.
All right, Matt Stafford.
Yeah.
Yeah. He says he's the first time in a while he's been excited about a season. Yeah, I don't give a fuck. The Rams are going to suck.
Right.
Oh, and Tony Grossi and Matt Fontana both agreed with us on the radio this week. They don't understand what the fuck is up with the Rams.
Yeah, I don't know what the hype is.
What the fuck is up? Why does the national media like the Rams so much?
Because they made the big move to like make a play. They're not going to get anywhere, so it's a narrative that they can fall back on later that he won't be as good as
I
they
bet you.
think he
Hey,
is.
can I make a bet here right now on our show?
Sure.
He doesn't finish the season.
I don't know about that.
Or he gets hurt throughout the season. He doesn't play a couple of games.
That's fair. I could see that.
He's old, man. He's old, man.
That's fair.
All right.
So I like this. Jimmy G was told by John Lynch, their GM, that the 49ers would take Trey Lance or a quarterback with the third pick in this last year's draft.
Right.
They told him, a lot of it had to do with, that he had missed 23 games since joining the 49ers from the Patriots, and they were upfront with him, which is literally all Aaron Rodgers was asking for, I think, before they took Jordan Love.
Right.
And, that I think that goes a long way, especially with how I don't like, how the 49ers did Alex Smith back in the day. So
John Lynch is a classy dude.
Yeah, I like that.
John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan are smart, classy guys, man.
Yeah.
That's a class move right there.
Yeah, no, I agree. I like that move a lot.
All right.
So there's a movie coming out called Home Team. It's about Sean Payton's suspension year, coaching his 12-year-old son's team. Sean Payton will be played by Kevin James.
He's gonna have to lose a couple of lbs.
Just a couple.
Yeah, he's gonna have to lose some weight to play Sean Payton.
So it's being produced by Happy Madison and another company together.
It's gonna be on Netflix.
Yeah, it's gonna be on Netflix. I don't have very high hopes for it. I think that they will attempt to be funny and attempt to be serious and attempt to be Paul Blart Mall Cop.
I'm intrigued. I'm very intrigued, as Poppy from Dan Le Batard would say. I'm interested. I'm curious. I'll watch it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure I'll watch it.
I'm a loser. I have nothing else to do.
We'll see. See how it is.
Right.
I don't know. I'm more interested in this, to be completely honest with you.
Sure.
I'm way more interested in this. And I hate reality shows.
Right.
But Tom Brady's working with Fox on an unscripted series. I don't know what it will be about.
Having his own reality show.
I'm hoping that it's about him walking around drunk, enjoying his success. Because
so if there was a reality show, so as a heterosexual man, okay, if there was a reality show with Tom Brady and Gisele Bündchen, like Kim Kardashian shit, would you watch it?
No, there's already a show like that for wrestling fans called Miz and Mrs. or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Homie, don't play that game?
Nah. I am more intrigued, I said. Not that I would watch it, but I do hope that it's just like him walking around drunk and enjoying his success and laughing.
It's interesting. We'll see.
We'll see. It won't be what I want, so.
Right.
Denver has hired Kelly Klein as executive director of football operations and special advisor to the general manager. Makes her the highest ranking woman in operations with any NFL club. I would imagine that she's probably the highest ranking woman in any professional sports team,
It's
maybe.
probably true,
Like
unless it's a
pretty
woman who owns the team.
right, like right,
Virginia
right,
McClasker
like
owns the
right,
Bears, and she's a woman, so
right. But as far as like being like,
McClaskey.
like a GM or something like that, I think that's probably, could be amongst all sports, but at least within the NFL. So that's awesome. And she's from Sheboygan, Wisconsin. I used to live kind of over there.
Good for
Um,
her.
I think Cousin Peen goes up that way to go fishing, actually, maybe a little bit more north. Um, Ryan Carrigan signed with the Eagles. What do you make of that?
It's the Eagles.
Think it will help them win 2 or more games?
No,
No?
I don't think he does anything.
Okay.
It's going to come down to Jalen Hurts and what Jalen Hurts looks like.
I completely agree with that, actually.
You can rub lipstick on a pig as much as you want. At the end of the day, what does your quarterback look like, and was Jalen Hurts a better option than Carson Wentz?
Yeah. I mean, come on.
I mean, but that's what it's going to come down to. We'll have
Yeah.
to see how it plays out.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
I think Carson Wentz is garbage, but that's just me.
Yeah, I do too. I don't think he deserves to be on an NFL roster,
Nope.
but that's beside the point. I don't want to get
Soft.
into that.
He's soft. All right.
He's yeah.
Soft.
I don't want to get into Carson
All right.
Wentz. We're not going to do that.
You don't want to go down
Calvin
the
Ben,
skip rabbit hole of
no,
Carson Wentz. That was like an
because
hour-long text message chain.
it is a rabbit hole. It really is because
He drew you in. He skip suckered you into the rabbit hole.
Oh man, yeah, he's good at that. Shout out to Skip. He's good at that.
Yeah, he sucked you right into the Carson Wentz rabbit hole in a text chain.
Yep.
All right.
I'm surprised he hasn't done this one yet. Kelvin Benjamin signs with the Giants. Might switch to playing tight end from wide receiver.
Next.
Now you're not interested?
No, not interested at all.
I don't know. I think I kind of like that for him.
I couldn't give two shits what Calvin Benjamin does.
He's a big dude, like tall.
So I don't fucking care. I don't
like,
care what the Giants and Calvin Benjamin are doing.
I don't know. You should as Mrs. Rex is an Eagles fan.
She's so disgusted with him right now.
Well, speaking of disgusted, still a standoff in Green Bay.
He ain't playing.
No, I don't think so
He ain't
either.
playing.
I said it 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
I think he sits out the year or the next year or two, and they buy him out, and then he goes and plays somewhere else.
Yeah.
Peace.
He's in Hawaii with his hot ass fiance.
For real, dude. He's gonna
actress.
Do the
He ain't giving any
shit.
fucks. Yeah.
And he's young. Like they're young enough to like still do this. So.
Yeah, and he's not gonna take a beating for a year playing.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. He's gonna rest his body and like probably train hard as fuck for a year.
And get in really good shape.
Right.
Like, and bang his hot ass fiance. And sit on his couch and watch all these idiots freeze their asses off in Lambeau Field.
No, I'll probably feel bad for his teammates, but at the same time, has to stand.
Dude, he doesn't give a shit. That's what they're like. You're gonna leave $30 million. Aaron Rodgers has so much money from endorsements and everything.
He doesn't give a shit.
Dude, he's still gonna be doing State Farm commercials.
Right.
He doesn't give a
fuck. He's got that State Farm money.
Yeah, he doesn't give a fuck, man. He doesn't care.
Not one fuck. Nope.
Dude, he's got fuck you money. He doesn't give a shit.
Right. Oh man.
I would say the same thing if I was him.
Green Bay is so stupid.
Dumbest fucking organization in sports right now. The Steelers and them are looking mighty dumb right now, aren't they?
I'll tell you what. They're the Packer, I guess both of them. But
they're looking really dumb.
The Packers specifically are looking worse than the Knicks normally would look, who are now a playoff team.
I know.
And That's
That's
like
shocking.
I'm talking about like, you know, management and ownership. I'm talking
Right.
about, you know.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
All right.
Justin Fields. Let's end on a high note here.
Right.
Justin Fields says, "I'm built for this." I love that.
I believe him, yo.
I do too. I
I
do
believe
too.
him, yo.
My dude is ready.
Yeah, this man is a
Okay,
stud.
so they're saying that Andy Dalton right now is the quarterback one going
Bullshit.
into all these practices and mini camps and training
Bullshit.
camp and all that.
Bullshit.
No, I do think that he is quarterback one right now on the
He
board.
ain't starting. He ain't
On the
starting any games.
on the board, he might be quarterback one right now.
Yeah.
In everybody's head, including his own, he knows that he's QB2.
Yeah.
He knows that.
He's not starting
Like,
any games.
Justin Fields is going to go out there, put in fucking work, and he's going to be the starter day one. I'm marking my words.
Oh, for sure.
So,
Week 3, we will be watching Justin Fields taking on Baker Mayfield at First Energy Stadium.
yes, we will. I cannot wait.
I'm
We were
literally
talking about that after like we sat and everything last night. We were looking at the baseball schedule, and he was like, "Sorry, the Cubs don't play the Indians this year." I was like, "That's okay. The Bears play the Browns, and I am way more excited for that than I would be for any Cubs Indians game this season."
Yeah, what did your stepdad say?
He just laughed and was like, "Yeah, that makes sense."
That's fair. Yeah.
Right.
You're going to see Justin Fields as an Ohio State fan.
Right.
On
As
a Bears team
fan.
as a Bears fan.
Right.
Play the Browns as a Browns fan
in
Cleveland.
My city. Right. Oh man.
Yeah.
Before I move. It's beautiful.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
All right. Well,
let's end on that note.
Yeah. That's it.
No nerdy shit this week.
You know
folks.
what?
B-Word didn't watch Superman.
No nerdy shit, but it is Mental Health Awareness Week. And I do want to read off the numbers real quick.
Go ahead.
To end us off on that, because we do every other week, and this week would be very inappropriate if we did not. So while I'm doing that, I will also say, come join us on Discord, subscribe on YouTube, Podbean, Apple, Spotify, or TuneIn. Get us on Twitter. I'm at B_weird1 ONE spelled out. He is at Atrocitus Rex. That is ATROCITUSREX. The National Suicide Prevention Lifeline, 1-800-273-8255. National Addiction Helpline, 1-800-662-4357. Don't be afraid to reach out. Mental Health Awareness Week. It's okay if you need help. Love you, everybody. Thank you for listening. Everybody have a good week. We'll be back at you guys actually sooner than usual, because it'll be a short week for us. So we'll talk to you guys soon. Thank you.
Later.